Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, here with the State of the Saints podcast halftime report. The New Orleans Saints are down, up. It feels like they're down 6-3 at halftime versus the Carolina Panthers in Charlotte. Who That Nation? This was what I was afraid of. This is what I was afraid of when I was doing the pregame show earlier this afternoon, talking a little bit about the game. The Saints always do this. They always do this. They go up against a team that is so clear that they're better than, and they just allow these teams to stay around and linger around and give these teams hope. You had two opportunities in the red zone. Two opportunities. I want to say from the 10 and from the 5. And you can't punch it in. Man, I know I've been told, that Derek Carr is supposed to be an upgrade at quarterback, but I ain't seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I see some of the same stuff I saw with Andy Dalton last year. Now, I hope that he can kind of turn things around when he starts to have a little bit of a rapport with his wide receivers. But the dude playing like hot garbage out there in the first half, and I don't understand why. I know the offensive line, they are who they are, man. They're not very good. But there are opportunities where the offensive line is giving him 5-6 seconds to deliver the ball, and yet he's sitting up there just holding on to the ball. Like, if nobody's open, just throw it away. Or, try to slide, try to get some extra yards or something. But they are squandering the opportunities. And all I can say is thank goodness for the defense, because if the Saints didn't have a defense, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. This game should clearly be at least 17-3. At least 17-3. The fact that the Saints only have 6 points in this game is just a testament to how, pedestrian and pathetic this offense is. Seriously. There is no excuse to have 6 points at this particular time. And people might want to talk about Pete Carmichael. This ain't the game for it. This dude is calling a really good game. He's calling the right plays, a really good balance of the run and the pass. I expect for that to change at halftime, probably because Jamal Williams is dealing with a hamstring and he's not coming back. And they only have Tony Jones Jr. out there. He's the only running back that's active. So you're probably going to be seeing a combination of Taysom and a combination of Tony Jones Jr. in this game in the second half. But, man, they got to do better. This is pretty bad here. He's missing, wide open guys, right? You had Chris Olave on a deep out. I want to say it was a 3rd and 17. And he just completely misses them. You had opportunity to get a first down with Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas beat his man, beat Dante Jackson for the first down, sails it right behind him. I don't know what the heck is going on here, man. But, I've been told that this was supposed to be an upgrade from the quarterback that we had last year. But one thing you can't say about Jameis Winston, that he struggles in the red zone. He has over 80% throughout his career. So, I don't know. This is getting sad right now. You had 2 opportunities to get into the end zone, had promising drives and just squandered it. And what the hell was up with that interception? That was the dumbest. That was Tony Romo type stuff right there. Throwing it into triple coverage. And I like Chris Olave. I really do. But Chris Olave is not a physical receiver. He's just not. He's not a physical guy. He's a finesse wide receiver. He threw the ball into the back of the end zone, right? When you had 2 guys. I did not believe at all that Chris Olave was going to come down with that football. At all. Chris Olave, that is just not his game, man. His game is not the physical stuff. That is for the Michael Thomases of the world. And then you had Tony Jones Jr. right there for the check down. I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand it. I don't understand why this team continues to get in their own way. I just don't get it. It's clear that they got the talent. Defensively, this is a football. Seriously, this is a good football team. If you had a quarterback that can give some consistent football, that can get the ball down the field and maybe make some better decisions more quickly, I don't even think we'll be having this conversation. But this is one of those games, once again, I was talking about it. It's one of them games that the Saints keep teams close, teams they supposed to be whooping around, and the next thing you know, we having conversations on the next show talking about how in the world did we lose this football game? Bryce Young can literally do nothing. Miles Sanders can literally do nothing right now. Like they can literally do nothing at this particular point. Every time they hand off the football, the Saints defense is right there in the backfield. The offensive line of Carolina cannot hold up at this particular time. They just can't. And the fact that the offense cannot help out the defense, even when the defense is giving you some really good field position with Shaheed with the special teams, you still can't get the job done. It's getting pretty sad right here, man. It's getting pretty sad. Like, seriously. Like, get the ball into the damn end zone, especially when it comes to the red zone. Please. Pretty please. Let me read some of your comments. Who we got here? We got them old ass plays we run. Look, this has nothing to do with the plays. It ain't got nothing to do with the plays. It don't. It does not have anything to do with the plays. Nobody can sit up here and just say, like, seriously, that the offense that is being ran tonight is not what it is. They're getting positive yards every time they run the football. They're getting positive yards, and they're calling positive plays. The 3rd and 17, it was what, 3rd and 17? Like, Chris Olave was wide open. He beat his man. And I don't know what the heck Derek Carr was doing, but you know what I'm saying? He had the guy beat. That was a first down. That was like at least a plus 25 right there. I just don't get it, man. Like, this ain't like, I understand people don't like P. Carmichael and, you know, they feel like his play is a vanilla. I can attest to that, but not tonight. It is not P. Carmichael's fault that this offense is looking like it is tonight. Receivers are getting separation, but Carr not seeing it. No, he's seeing it. He just inaccurate. Like that pass that he had for Michael Thomas on a 3rd and 2, Michael Thomas beat Dante Jackson. Instead of him throwing the ball to the inside, he threw it behind Michael Thomas. Once again, the 3rd and 17, the last drive the Saints had. Like, Chris Olave beat his man on a deep out. He just sailed the ball. Like, I don't know what the heck is going on, man, but, bro, this dude, like, I don't know, man. I don't know if he got the yips or I don't know what it is, man, but dude looking very Tony Romo-ish. And I'm not talking about in a good way. I'm not talking about a Washington Redskin Tony Romo game. I'm talking about a real stinker when something really on the line type Romo game. Let's go. All this talent, and we got 6 points. It's sad, man. It's sad. And this offensive line on the left side, man, terrible. Absolutely hot garbage. Like, get these guys out of get them out of my face. But I will say this. A lot of what they're going through is because Derek Carr is holding on to the ball too damn long. Too damn long. Like, just get rid of the football at this particular point. Get rid of the football if you can't find anybody. We're going to lose Mike T again if he keeps getting the ball to them in that much traffic. Exactly. I mean, he killing Michael Thomas. Like, shouts out to Michael Thomas. Anybody talk about Michael Thomas ain't back and he ain't tough and he's soft, bruh. Them some man catches that do throwing. And he have to launch his hands out. You know what I'm saying? That's freeing up his midsection. So he taking shots in the midsection. There's been at least 2 drives in which Derek Carr put the ball where Michael Thomas could have been seriously hurt. And Michael Thomas, you know, went out there and he still caught the ball. Like, seriously, man. Like, Derek Carr need to get his ish together because this ain't it, bro. This ain't it. Like, I look. Thinking and dunking and, you know what I'm saying, having a good stat line, 16 to 19, 16 to 21. Like, that don't mean nothing. Like, if you ain't doing anything, you know, you can have a high completion percentage, but what are you doing? Like, what are you doing to help your team win? Like, this dude looking suspect at this particular point. I don't know what it is, but he needs to get it together, man. I want all the O-line first 4 picks in the draft. DC head too slow for Mike Thomas routes. Let's see. Good thing we got a brand new kicker for real. Blake Grupe, the real MVP of the offense. Let's see. It's still a winnable game. As crazy as it seems. That now you allow them to go into the locker room with hope and willing to make some adjustments. So, and all they got to do is the the way this game going, all they got to do is just score one time. You know, the way that this game going. I know our defense is ticked at our offense. Yeah, they got to be. They got to be. We were running the ball well. Now, I don't know because Williams is out. I guess so. I guess it has something to do with that, but man, bruh, Taysom running the ball well. Jamal was running the ball well. Tony Jones Jr. running the ball well. To be honest with you, I don't think they need to get away from the run. I mean, I don't know, man. Like Derek Carr looking like real suspect right now. Like for real, like really suspect. Like the dude can't score points in the red zone. And I gave him the benefit of the doubt when somebody put a reel out on him, but when you start seeing stuff like this, like you just wonder to yourself, is there some validity behind it? Dude cannot get the ball into the red zone. And here's the thing. Why the hell would you sign Jimmy Graham? 6'7", been one of the best red zone threats in the NFL throughout his career. And you don't put him in the game at all? Like you don't even try to put Jimmy Graham in the game for a jumbo? Like, sir, you got a 6'7", 250-pound human being on the sidelines doing red zone situations, and you struggling in the red zone. Somebody please help me. Help me. Help me to understand exactly what in the world is going on. Why don't you have Jimmy Graham in the game at least once? Somebody, anybody, please help me. Help me. Please help me. I just don't understand. I don't understand at all. But the game is underway once again in the second half. Thank you all for checking out the State of the Saints podcast. We're going to get back to the game. And also, I want to let everyone know that you can check me out on Bleacher Report immediately following the Saints Panthers game. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to be streaming live over on Bleacher Report. So come on over, click on the New Orleans Saints tab, and you'll be able to hear the live stream. All right. So we're going to be doing a post-game show on Bleacher Report immediately following the game. So make sure that you check me out on Bleacher Report. Enjoy the second half. Hopefully we have something positive to talk about. Who dat?